Good morning, Hal Ames, live from the playroom above my garage. It's the morning announcements for Monday, April 6th, 2020. First and foremost, I hope you check out the music video made by Mrs. Rogers and your Ames teachers. It's also available on this YouTube channel. It is phenomenal. A huge shout out to all of our teachers for making those little segments. And Miss Rogers, you did an amazing job. Thank you so much for putting that together. It put a smile on my face, a tear in my eye, and I hope it does the same for everybody else. I hope you have a smile as you watch it, and it warms your heart when you see it. So please take a look today. Speaking of YouTube, tune in later today at 2 o'clock. I'll be continuing Storytime with Mr. Swecky. K2 will be at 2 o'clock, and we'll be continuing Stuart Little. 3rd through 5th, we'll be at 2:30, and we'll continue Harry Potter. If you missed some of those last week, go ahead and go back and watch the videos from last week to get caught up on the stories. Happy birthday today to Grayson M. in 5th grade. Friday's trivia winner was the entire Smith family who correctly identified my Atari controller. And then I wanted to keep the news a little bit serious today, boys and girls, and not do all the silly characters because, we're getting into almost the 4th week of e-learning. And if your house is like my house, it's getting difficult. It's getting difficult not seeing your friends, not seeing your teachers, and keeping a routine. So I wanted to give you some tips and tricks for both you and for your moms and dads as we manage the last week of e-learning going into spring break. And, hopefully this will carry over when we come back from spring break as you do your e-learning. The first one is have a routine. Make sure you're getting up each day, get dressed, brush your teeth, and do all the same stuff you would have done if you went to school. It'll help trigger your body to think, okay, it's time for school. The second tip I would have is have a place. Just like you have your desk or you have your cubby where you hang things up, have a place where you do e-learning each day. Try not to make it your bed. Your bed is where you sleep. Try to make it somewhere you can sit up, do your work. Maybe it's a special spot at the table where you don't eat your dinner. This is your work seat at the table. This is your dinner spot. Maybe it's a spot at the counter. It could be a seat at the floor. It could be anywhere in the house, but try not to make it your bed and try to make it a spot where you work every single day. The third thing is make sure you take your time. There's no rush. You should have about 200 minutes or less, hopefully a little bit less. And know that when you're at school, we don't push you through 200 minutes of learning. If you think about it, we do about 15 to 20 minutes, sometimes 30-minute chunks at a time, and they give you a break. We let you get up and move around. Take some breaks, but make sure you're setting a schedule and you do your work as you go. My other suggestion is make a schedule for yourself. You may not even notice it, but all of your teachers on the board each day post your schedule. They write down, this is what we're going to do at this time. Maybe it's 8 o'clock, we're going to do the morning news. Then we're going to do reading. Then we're going to go to special area. Then we'll do math. Then we'll have snack, bathroom break. They make a schedule and you follow it. And that helps you organize your day. So maybe sit down with your mom and dad and make the schedule. And then just like you would never argue with your teachers about what we're going to do on the schedule, try not to argue with your parents. I know that you've been trapped in the house with them and you're starting to get tired. You're starting to get bored. It's starting to not be as much fun as it used to be, and you're trying to figure things out. But remember, your parents are just like your teachers. You need to respect them and help them. They're there to help you, and they want to help you. And your teachers want to help you too. So try to be the best Ames student you can be. We know how phenomenal you are at school, and be that phenomenal at home. Do your best each and every day. Finally, take some time to go outside. We always give you recess. We give you recess at school for a reason. Your body needs to go out, get some fresh air, get some exercise. Go out and get some exercise. You can practice social distancing. You can practice safety by going for a walk, going for a bike ride, playing catch in the backyard. Goodness gracious, throw a towel out in the backyard today and just look up the clouds and take some deep breaths and imagine what the shapes the clouds are. But get outside, get some fresh air. And then when it's time for school to be over, close up that Chromebook. You've done your work for the day. Have some fun with your family. Make today the day you maybe read a book together, you do a puzzle, you do that project or that craft that maybe you don't get to do all the time. I mean, this is an amazing time for us. I know people are thinking this is a bad thing, but this is a great thing. You get to spend time with your family each and every day. Maybe today's the day you ask mom and dad, can I help cook dinner, and learn how to help cook? For those of you who have moms and dads who are emergency responders who are out all day, maybe today's the day you clean your room without being asked. So when they come home after a long, stressful day at work, your room's already clean and picked up. So, and then my final advice is just, be a family, be that great chameleon, live the chameleon way at home, and make sure you're a good listener for your moms and dads. Don't make them stress out. Moms and dads, try not to stress out. We know this is uncharted territory for a lot of you. I spent a lot of time talking to folks this weekend who are, getting past the honeymoon phase, so to speak, of e-learning. Make sure you take time for each other, and make sure you realize that, we're going to get through this together. And then finally, as you heard in the music video, or if you haven't seen it yet, you'll see soon. We're just one call away. If there's something you need, boys and girls, reach out to your teachers, parents. Feel free to reach out to your teachers. Reach out to Miss Knight, Miss McAllister, me. We are all here to support you, to help you get what you need to get through this process, whether it's about school, whether it's your social, emotional well-being. We want you to get through everything. So make sure that you are, reaching out to those of us here at Ames. We are still your school family, and we still want to support you. So I know today's news isn't as silly as it usually has been, but I wanted to take a moment to make sure we were addressing all these issues. I know you guys are wonderful. We miss you very much. I know that came through in the video. It is very true. I miss seeing you guys jump out of the cars in the morning, give me hugs, show me your wiggly teeth, tell me what your dog did over the weekend, or all the cool stuff going on. I know those of you who had birthdays coming and going are missing being able to share cupcakes with your friends. I get that. But, hang in there. We're going to get through this, and we will be back at school before you know it, and it'll all be okay. So with that being said, the weather today, I'm not going to tell you the weather. I want you to go outside and find out what the weather is. Take some time today to go outside and explore the weather. You can let me know. Today's trivia question is, what's the weather outside? And you have to tell me from outside. So go outside today, get some fresh air, and then tell me what the weather is. You can email me what today's weather was at swetkeyc@bcsdschools.net. Lunch today is sausage patty, biscuit, hash brown rounds, carrot sticks with dippers, fresh fruit and milk. And you can check out all the feeding sites at bcsdschools.net. Parents, I would encourage you to check the websites before you go. Some of those feeding sites are changing daily, so make sure you are checking those feeding sites before you go. And then at this time, I'd ask you to please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, to be followed by the moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain silent for the moment of silence. Ames family, I know you're pushing through this e-learning. I know you're pushing through this COVID-19 event the best you can. Keep doing the best you can. Know that we're here to support you. Stay healthy and have a great day. Hal Hall, Ames.